Hi, welcome to our home garden again. And I have this plant, Asplenium Nidus, or commonly known as bird's nest fern. I love this plant, but as you can see, the leaves were, sunburned. But I can see new leaves sprouting, so there is always hope. In Tagalog, habang may buhay, may pag-asa. Alright, so what happened is, to make the story short, it's got sunburned because fixing the yard, you need to move things, so it has been under the sun, so sorry for that. Anyway, I have to remove the old leaves, the burned ones, the sunburned ones. Okay, let's start working. Because this fern, came from the forest, so it lives there, survive under the canopy of trees like that. Actually, it is one of my favorite plant. Okay, so I had this like during the pandemic, and it was a small plant, a small bird's nest plant, given by my neighbor Manangaw, and I just planted there, and then it went so big. Okay, actually this bird's nest loves the rain, because this is a tropical plant. It is found in the tropical forest or rainforest. Yeah, and there we have to remove it, and also the old leaves around it, we have to remove that. Okay, before we proceed on talking about the bird's nest fern, well, like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing and waiting for new plant care tips vlog. Removing the old leaves and damaged leaves is what we call pruning. Yeah, it's the right term for that. Removing the old leaves and the damaged leaves, the plant can focus now, using its energy on new growth. Okay, these baby leaves are really a good sign that the plant is healthy and recovering well. Okay, just like you. After the storm, you bloom. Okay, fine. So I had this like 2021, like that, or 2020, the time of plantito. The soil that I used here when I planted this one is just an ordinary soil. Added compost, what I call it, the forest floor compost. Later on, we will just add again another layer, because it has, as you keep on watering this plant, the pot has a hole. I did not put net, and even if you put a net there or a mesh, still the soil will be lesser. It goes to the drain, and it makes the roots showing. You know what I mean. If you are planting, you know what I mean. It's really hard to remove this. I will transplant this one next time when I find the perfect big pot for this, or container for this. Actually, for care tips for this one, for this bird's nest, don't put them indoors. If you put them indoors, put it in an airy place, not in a moldy place. You know what I mean? Darker rooms? No, not really. Bright shade. Okay, bright shade area. If you put it in, indoors. But usually, for me, I just put it bright shade outside under a tree. That would be perfect. It grows well under my langka or jackfruit tree. Okay, I'm a plantita, but I don't have plants indoor. I'm the plantita that does not go with it. Okay, it does not work for me. For some people, indoor plants works for them. To support its recovery, I added composted forest leaves from atok. These ones. Okay, these are commonly sold in local markets here in Baguio and Benguet and Trinidad and online. And they come from natural forest floor materials like alnos leaves, ferns, and even coffee leaves. Even actually, the tea big plant or the, what they call this, fig, wild fig is the best leaves that you can add. And also, but choose the composted one. And the soil under the tea big tree or the fig tree is the best one. Also, you can use the composted acacia leaves. Okay, if you don't have this thing that I'm talking about, this forest floor materials, okay, you can go to your own forest and find, except of course, pine trees or pine needles. What pine tree? Pine needles. Okay, back to the composted forest leaves. Okay, this type of organic matter closely mimics the plant's natural environment, helping improve moisture retention while keeping the mix light and airy. Okay, bird's nest ferns thrive in humid, tropical conditions, so creating the environment using natural inputs like forest compost can really boost plant health and encourage new growth. Wait, did you see that? There's a cockroach. Wait. Pew! And then for the watering of this one, I water it once a week because it's in a bright shade area. If it's raining, no problem. I will not water this, of course. During summers, let's say twice a week, but usually it's once a week because it's under a shade, under the tree. So just observe where you place it. Just make sure it's in a bright shade area. Okay? Alright, these are the spores that I'm telling you. Spores are actually very tiny, like dust, found as brown dots under the leaves. No embryo, no stored food, need moisture to grow. Okay, and actually using spores to reproduce this one is a way of, it's a kind of primitive reproduction, something like that. Oh, by the way, the leaves that we remove from the plant, we're going to use this or add it to our compost bin. See, it looks very happy again. Here in Home Garden Remedies, we believe that all plants grow with love. Today, we did something meaningful. We saved this plant again.
Kahit anong tanim, kahit anong simula, basta't may tiyaga, laging may mapapala. It's not just about the soil or the sun up above. Dito sa Home Garden Remedies by Hardin and Nanay, we share the secrets of a life that's bright and sunny. Always remember as we watch the leaves above, with love. Kahit anong tanim, kahit anong simula, basta't may tiyaga, laging may mapapala. It's not just about the soil or the sun up above.